guys, welcome back to my channel Because I'm Crafty. My name's Katelyn and I'm here with a quick little DIY for you today. I'm going to show you guys an easy way to store your laces and trims and elastics because this is my problem right now. I've been storing all my elastics, lace, and lingerie making items all in bags, not sorted. Like, how am I supposed to work with this? My own frustration has led me to come with this. So I started storing my laces like this and wrapping them around cardboard and putting a pin in them, which is very similar to what I'm going to be doing, but this is really flimsy and I find it really bulky. Since my pieces were so small, my lace ends up like being really thick and it ends up sliding off really easily. So today, with a very few supplies, all dollar store related, I'm going to show you a better way to store your elastics, trims, and laces. So let's get started. For this DIY, you're going to need some foam craft board. This is the exact same material that I used in my makeup brush drying rack video. I posted it a really long time ago, but it's the exact same material and I bought it from the dollar store. It still has the tag on it, says $1.50. And it's basically foam that's sandwiched in between two pieces of Bristol board. That's the best way that I can describe it, but it's in your kind of crafty aisle and with your school supplies, so it's really easy to find. But the first thing I want to do is I want to measure some of my lace pieces because I know that some of them are quite wide, and I want to make sure that I cut not only my pieces wide enough but long enough so that when I wind my laces up, they don't end up being like 2 or 3 inches thick, because some of these I do have a lot of. So I'm just going to take a few measurements, write them down, and then figure out the size that I want to cut my board. So for some of my laces and elastics, they're related depending on the type that they are. So like this one is fold over elastic. I have some other ones over there. And then some of them are pico edge, some of them are like a binding. So I want to group some of them together and put them on the same board. So once I have some of the wider ones measured and I have an idea of how much I need to cut, I'm going to sort them and group them together so that they end up kind of being on the same board per relation of what they are. And then I also want to leave some extra space so that if I buy more, which is inevitable, I'll have space to put them on as well. So I think I've got my kind of elastics and laces sorted, so I'm going to start deciding how wide I want to cut my board. I like the width of this ruler here, which is 6 inches, so I think I'm going to stick to like a 6-inch wide piece because that's wider than the ones I had these on, which I felt were too skinny. I think it's also kind of a good width to wrap around these thicker laces. The other thing too when you're cutting out your board is you want to think about where you're storing them afterwards, because if you make them like super long and then you go to put them in a container and it's too long, then you kind of have to reconfigure your whole strip. So for now, I think a lot of my bra making supplies for my business I want to keep in this bin, so I don't want to cut it longer than the bin. I want them to fit, so let's measure the inside here. So because my craft board is 20 inches wide, and I thought that I could fit 11 inches inside that bin, I'm just going to cut them at 10. That way I can easily fit them in the bin and still get 2 out of my foam board. And I've got my X-Acto knife and my self-healing mat underneath, making sure I don't cut anything else. I'm going to kind of just press through the foam first. Just kind of do a first pass, and then you'll have to go through it a second or third time to get through all the way through the bottom. Try to go nice and slow, not too fast, because you don't want to veer off course of your line. So I'm just going to wrap my pieces around my board, just like so. Now this elastic is a little bit thick, so I think after that kind of width, I don't want to go any further. So I'm going to transfer my next line of elastic down right below it. So that way I get like I'm doing like a double line underneath here. So if you guys are wondering why I have so much elastic or why I've bought so much, is because I have an Etsy store that I'm just in the process of getting going. And I'm making a lot of bralettes, and I want to make harnesses and kind of cage type bras and things like that to sell on Etsy. So I have like all these supplies ready to go, and I just need to hunker down and do it. So that's why I have so much, but it's been hard to get started because I have all these supplies that are just like mismatched in bags, and it's kind of daunting to get started. So I'm sure once I have these all organized, it'll be like so much better. So I'm just gonna grab a pin and stick it in my end there to hold it down. There we go. Stick it in like so. If you can push it into your foam board, then it'll have like an extra security elastic stick. So there we go. It's held in, it's not going anywhere. So I'm gonna go ahead and thread on the rest of my bra strap elastic. I'm gonna leave a little bit of space between my kind of types of different strappings here. So I think I'm at a thickness here that I am comfortable with. I'm gonna go down and do the same thing again. So there, I've got all my bra strapping wrapped. It's nice and neat. Remove all these other things from the container. And as you can see right here, it'll just fit in just like that. Perfect. If you guys are interested in things that I'm doing with my Etsy shop, let me know down below and I can make a video. I'm thinking about doing some tutorials based on the kind of bralettes that I want to make and sell. Kind of, you know, how to sew this and that with a bralette. Or doing DIYs based on ones that I sell, but make it a little bit simpler of a DIY for YouTube, just because I know a lot of people don't hardcore sew like I do, so, but definitely interested in getting into that. So as you can see behind me, you can still see the drywall of my room. I don't want to do a reveal yet because I'm not done, but it'll happen, it'll get there. We definitely want to get the painting done, and I need to do a little bit of a tutorial with my curtains before I put those up. I have the curtain rods and everything, I just need to adjust those, but I kind of want to wait till we have it painted before I start putting screws in the walls. And we have a bunch of stuff to hang up. The wall that you see behind me back here, I want to put a bunch of pictures and shelving and have it kind of a backdrop for filming if I want to do more of like a sit down talk type video. I've been thinking about doing other channels and other themes and types of videos, so that may be coming in the future, but we'll see, we'll get there. That took a really long time. Oh my goodness. So I finished wrapping all my elastics and my laces, and like, look at this. This is just like totally awesome. So I've got all my elastics and my bra straps wrapped here, and my stretch laces here, and then these are all my non-stretch laces, so I am going to keep them in their separate bins. But I mean, all the bags I had before, it took up way more space than both these bins combined, and now I still have like lots of extra space left, which means I can buy more, but I shouldn't. So I hope you guys can take these tips and use them for your own trims and elastics and laces, and use this for your storage. It is so much better. I can't even believe I just got all that done. It's really awesome. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up and leave me a comment down below. Let me know if you have any video requests or ideas, and make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any more of my uploads. See you next time, crafters. Bye.